Fresh out the trap and they know how I carry it. I fell in love with this game and I married it. 200 for the walk on a Saturday. I threw the rap on the Phantom and mad at this pushing.
Yo, alright. I was just doing a mic check test, cause we back.
What?
For the first time in like, I don't know. Y'all probably gonna get tired of seeing these annual videos. It's Into the Mic with Smirk and Lino and Smirk.
Which one we looking at? What's the main one?
I'm looking at, hey man,
every one of them.
We getting this thing going, you know. So, let's go ahead and what we talking about?
Look, yeah, I know some of y'all right now updated your little subscription feed and saw Into the Mic on there and said, I thought this has been canceled for a long time. But we back, and we're going to talk about shit that we give a fuck about. And some of you out there in the internet world might care too. What's going on today, Lino? We
got AEW Grand Slam. And some people may know what it is. Some people may not. But if you don't, tune in tonight.
We ain't getting paid for this. Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, hit us up. Okay?
We ain't. So look.
Tonight, 7 Central, because we're in Central time. I don't 7 Central. So 7 o'clock, and if you're in Central time, figure it out the rest. And the camera's dead.
Well, so that didn't last long.
Yeah, so the camera's dead.
We on.
What's up, iPhone? So y'all got 2 different angles for the first 30 seconds of the podcast. That was pretty cool though. That was cool, wasn't it?
That was fun.
Yeah.
I hope it's saved. So yeah, AEW Grand Slam is tonight.
Should I just make sure that it's definitely recording?
I know it is.
Okay, all right.
If not, hey, you know how this goes. But yeah, tonight AEW Grand Slam. You got matches. You got.
It's just night one. It's 2 nights. It's 4 hours total for the week. And I swear we ain't getting paid for this. But Tony.
4 hours.
You're a billionaire, man. You can hit us up. Those $30.
4 hours. We got Kenny Omega versus Brian Danielson.
Stop right there.
Yup.
Stop right there. Y'all remember in WrestleMania 28, the match they built up for a year, and it was John Cena versus The Rock. I don't care what nobody says. This is the most anticipated match since then. Like, this is, if you're a real wrestling fan, not even just independents. Daniel Bryan was in the WWE. Everyone, if you follow wrestling and you're not 12 years old, you've at least heard the name Kenny Omega and have seen some highlights. He's been in his own company now for over almost 2 years. This is Brian Danielson versus Kenny Omega, might be the 2 best in-ring performers of the last 15 years. And I don't think they've ever even touched. I don't think they've ever been at the same place at the same time. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
But tonight is the night.
And they just gave it to us. And they're still keeping the solidification of the ranking system. It's not for the title. He shouldn't get a title shot. He just got there. He's never wrestled a match. But what a way to just give it to us right off the bat.
The best thing is, Smirk.
Yeah.
We get it for free.
For free?
For free.
Tony Khan is just throwing this to us. The biggest dream. Out of nowhere. He's been with the company, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a month.
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
He debuted at the end of the last pay-per-view. That's the first time we've seen him in AEW. And it is Kenny Omega versus Brian Danielson. Now, I want to know in the comments who y'all think has been the better wrestling promotion just in the last year and a half. And we got to be, I know some WWE marks are going to be on that. I'm talking just the last year and a half, who has been the better wrestling company? I mean,
AEW.
Absolutely.
We was at the first 10 tapings. One of the first.
I'm about to say, we didn't go to all of them.
We was at the 8th one.
Yeah, we were at one of the first 10 live episodes of AEW in history. So that's cool. That's how jackasses like us solidified just going to the 8th show ever. We got to put some, we weren't at the first, we weren't at a paper, but we were at one of the first 10 tapings of all time.
First 10.
So give us that at least.
We was in number 8.
Luchasaurus was the biggest star of the night, damn near. So,
and that's how you
all
know
respect.
We were here since day one.
Yeah.
Day one.
Yeah.
When y'all only had Chris Jericho and
we didn't even see Kenny Omega.
Yeah, no.
Because he just fought John Moxley.
We got Jip.
Yeah.
We got Jip. We got to see the Young Bucks, though.
Twice.
But let's go ahead and get into it. It's a lot of people.
You can run down the card. Well, yeah.
Fuck the card. A lot of people are talking. We got to break down why this is so important.
Yeah.
Now, AEW, again, it's like, I don't want to just leave this whole podcast as a fucking history lesson. But AEW...
If you clicked on this video, you probably know.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. AEW is one of the hardest competitions that WWE has seen in ever. Fuck it. I'm not
in over 20 years.
Yeah, ever.
Over 20 years.
Ever. So...
I'm going to let him continue. I saw a stat like 10 minutes before we started this. This tonight in Arthur Ashe Stadium, say that 10 times fast, is the biggest non-WWE event since 1999. Go ahead. Just don't. Biggest non-WWE wrestling event since 99. I was 3.
Need I say more?
Yeah.
This is why this is big. Like, some people who love WWE will be like, well, AEW got all the rejects. No. AEW took the stars and showed WWE how to use them and make them pop. You got people like Brian Danielson, however you want to call him, because for people who don't know, he's one of the
American Dragon. Damn it, he's one of the greatest in-ring performers of all time.
He's one of their biggest stars. You got Malakai Black, aka
Aleister Black, aka Tommy End.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got fucking CM Punk. Everybody who's watching this shit, if you watched it this long, you know who the hell
he's
CM
right
Punk
there
is.
with Cena.
You got CM Punk. You got Chris Jericho. You got John Moxley, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose. You got Jake Hager, a.k.a. Jack Swagger. You got...
I love Moxley. He might be my personal favorite.
You got a lot of people from, like, other wrestling, like TNA. You got... If you watch TNA, you got fucking... Santana and Ortiz, who was with Homicide.
Frankie Kazarian.
You got Frankie Kazarian.
Christian.
You got fucking
there's a few.
a lot of fucking people.
Yeah,
oh shit. They got Adam Cole.
Baby.
They got Adam Cole. It's like, bro, everybody
who might end up like being the face of this company in a few years. Like that's still a star rising. Like,
and rumor has it, they might have the Fiend too. So it's like
next week
they're winning.
Next week
they're having return after return after return after return. Vince is probably shitting bricks.
Vince is in the office right now. Just damn it! What is going on with? He doesn't understand that this is. He doesn't get why this is popular. He sees it happening, but he has no idea why anybody gives a shit about this.
He doesn't know. Well, he's starting to now.
He's getting it.
Let's be real.
Raw was the best. That was the best last Monday.
The last 2 episodes of Raw have been watchable.
Yeah, but the last Monday's Raw was the best Raw I've seen in some time. Since pre-pandemic for sure. It's been a while. Like, it was Randy versus AJ was good.
Yeah.
That was a good wrestling match.
Good as fuck.
And 2 veterans that just didn't do too much, but they knew what they were doing. Fucking the main event was great. You had Roman Reigns in the Bloodline versus
the New Day.
The New Day, there you go. Yeah, the whole world champ. Yeah. And then they still were in a triple threat main event, Biggie and Roman at least, and you had Bobby Lashley, and they built that at the beginning of the show, and that's how they closed it. The whole thing was it was a good show.
Wrestling is becoming wrestling again.
Yep.
That's what's going on. And you're excited. So, Smirk, gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega or Daniel Bryan?
Brian Danielson. Yeah,
I gotta say Daniel
they'll
Bryan.
They'll crucify it. If this video pops in the wrestling YouTube world, they'll kill us for not.
Well, to the people in the wrestling world of YouTube, you know, some people aren't hip to AEW, so you gotta let them know who's who. You gonna hear me say
some of them are definitely WWE. They think AEW's trash. There's gonna be some comments on this when I keep saying if it does. When it does, and it gets seen on y'all's feed, some of y'all ain't gonna be too happy about us raving about AEW. But damn it. AEW is definitely our favorite company, but you just saw us give WWE praise. If you're a real wrestling fan,
I just want to know, who do you think is gonna win? Fuck all the extra.
You just need this answer now.
Yeah,
you're getting this out the way. Now. Brian Danielson versus Kenny Omega tonight. Who's winning? You heard it here first. I find it very hard to believe, and they already made it non-title to get out of that. I find it very, very hard to believe that Brian Danielson, with all this momentum is going to lose his first match. I find that very hard to believe, but also at the same ticket, Kenny Omega just got pinned against Christian to help build the match at the pay-per-view on the first Rampage, and that was the first time he's been pinned in like 500-something days. So I don't know if they want to have that. This is why this company's so great. You really don't know because it's a teeter-totter. But I think Brian Danielson will end up somehow, whether it's a screwy finish, whether it's a something, not that he needs it, but I think Brian Danielson at the end of the day is going to have his hand raised tonight for the first match.
So you think it's going to be a match that goes all the way through?
What do you mean by that?
No interferences, no nothing, just a straight match.
With Kenny Omega, I think it'll start the storyline of maybe breaking up the Elite. I think maybe what's his name? What's Kenny Omega's little lackey's name to be doing all the talking for him? Don Callis. Maybe Don Callis comes out there and the Good Brothers or somebody like that, and they try to interfere in the match, and Kenny's like, get the hell up out of here, and they trying to help, like, I don't need you, yada, yada. I could see them trying to start that as a storyline, but I don't know if it'll actually get to it. I think Kenny might stop it before it happens, but who knows? Who knows? But I think it'll end up being Brian Danielson as the victor in his first match in the company. But knowing Brian Danielson, if it was up to him, he'd lose 75% of his matches. So he don't care. He just wants to,
He just wants to go out there and shows that he's
the
greatest.
best. Yeah. So.
But can you be the greatest if you don't win?
In wrestling, yes, but that's a tough question. They ain't gonna look at you the same, even though.
That's the one thing people look for in the best. What's your winning record look like? If your winning record ain't shit, you ain't got nothing.
Well, in some AEW's trying to push that for sure, but some companies you could be in the damn cruiserweight title, the 205 live title. What is it with the?
I forgot that.
24/7. The 24/7. I'm over here thinking, what's the title they use? Yeah, the 24/7 championship. 1 week you're in that, and the next week you win a match to be in the United States Championship match at the pay-per-view. Shout out Jeff Hardy. Like, you never know with some companies. So.
Woo, Jeff Hardy. He's kind of washed up now. I'm not going to lie. I don't get excited for Jeff Hardy.
I do. I'll always love Jeff Hardy.
I can't, man. I done seen him too many times. It's like,
I don't care.
Bro, you come, you leave.
If they would push him correctly, Jeff Hardy would be. He's over right now. If they would push him correctly, let him get one more shot at the world title for like 2 months. Just let him have it. And just let him go over for a few months, win the belt, win a few matches, and then lose it to somebody and put him over.
So you think Jeff Hardy could have another WWE?
Hell yeah. If they do it, yeah, he's straight. He ain't got in trouble in a while.
Ha!
Jeff Hardy could have a little run.
I don't believe it, man.
For like 2 months. I'm not saying strap it on him for the long term.
I think the last title run he had was the last one he's going to get. That's the last one he should get.
2009?
Yep. That's the last time he should have had it, bro. You know.
Man, if he would have stayed with that company, he would have been.
Why didn't he stay, man?
He had some problems. Okay, he had
just
some
make
problems.
A show then. That all counts too. Not judging you, Jeff. We all got
problems, but Jeff, you had quite a few.
Hey, man, let's not talk about. All right.
Let's finish just this night one call. If we're doing the whole show, we got to talk about. Let me just make sure we're getting it all out. Lino, talk to him for a second while I pull up this card.
So yeah,
AEW, just talk about the show.
Is Darby Allin fighting tonight?
Absolutely.
We got. Hold on, Smirk's pulling up the facts right now.
Yeah.
While he's doing that.
But you can talk about Sting and Darby Allin versus FTR.
All right, there you go. So Sting and Darby Allin versus FTR. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going with FTR. I'm going to tell you why. They're young. They're not really young, but they're quick. They're on the same. Their chemistry level is off the top.
FTR.
And they don't have a 50-something-year-old guy in their corner. Again, no offense to Sting, no offense to Darby Allin, but let's just be real. Sting ain't moving like he used to, man. You're going to get a Scorpion Death Drop, 2 clotheslines over the top rope. And
so you think they'll put FTR over?
They need to.
I was just about to say, I agree. FTR is one of the best tag teams in the world. Everybody remembers the hype when they first got signed. And it was like, these are the two, now the Young Bucks finally, and they did a little bullshit thing to help jump shoot it when they first got there, but you could tell they're keeping them separate for a reason.
Check the time on the phone. Keep going.
You can tell they were keeping them separate, though, for this long for a reason. One day we're going to get that big FTR versus Young Bucks match in a big, big pay-per-view, and they're going to pay it off. But Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR, they need to win this match tonight. Now, I love Darby Allin. I think he's one of the best. He's a star. I mean, he moves the right. Like, he's an act. They created a star for sure. But damn, I think sometimes they feel like he might end up getting the John Cena treatment in this company. Like, they push him a lot. And sometimes it's all right if he like FTR kind of needs this.
Yeah, they kind of got the underdog. I feel like they trying to do the Rey Mysterio thing.
He's Jeff Hardy, is what he is.
Kind of, sort of.
He's Jeff Hardy.
He's they make him such an underdog, man.
Because he's so little. Jeff Hardy's really not that little. It's just in the WWE world, especially during that time, 6'3" was little. So, but all right. So we talked about Kenny versus Brian Danielson. We might go back to that, I'm sure. CM Punk will be giving a live interview tonight, speaking on his match with Will Hobbs on Friday. Cody Rhodes versus Malakai Black. I have a feeling they might tear the fucking house down. MJF versus Brian Pillman Jr. Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. And FTR versus Sting and Darby Allin. So we talked about that one in the world title. MJF versus Brian Pillman Jr. Who's winning, Lino?
Man.
Right.
I gotta go with
MJF just lost and he doesn't lose often to Jericho. I don't see him losing. I think this one's almost as confirmed as any of them. That it's MJF that's going to go over.
MJF?
Absolutely. Are they going to make Brian Pillman Jr. look good? Absolutely. This might be his biggest breakthrough performance. I mean, I think he's going to go out there and look like a star.
Brian Pillman's that guy, though.
Yeah, for sure. But MJF literally just got pinned by... No, he tapped out. Hell no, he's not losing. Okay, no. They're protecting MJF like a Darby Allin, like a Adam Cole that they like. He's one of the protected ones, if not more than almost anybody in the company so far. MJF's been protected, so no, he's not losing tonight.
You don't believe it?
No, he's not. That was damn near confirmed. Like, he's not gonna lose. But Brian Pillman Jr. will come out better than he was going in, because that's what AEW does. Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker, DMD.
Ruby Soho, man.
Is this for the title?
Nah, I don't think so.
Hold on, because we need to make sure. I think it is, fam. Yeah, AEW's World Championship.
Yeah, Ruby Soho, man. I'm going to go ahead and give it to her. Britt Baker's had it for a minute.
She just got it, like 2 months ago.
That's for a minute in AEW.
She not,
so?
No, Britt Baker is winning this match. You heard it. Britt Baker will still be the reigning champion at the end of this show. Now, only thing I can give to Leno on that one is they might want a big title change that surprises everybody at a show like this. So I can see where he's going with that, and it's in a big arena. They want news. This is supposed to be the show that takes them even further than what they want to be number one trending everywhere. So maybe. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's not like it's not stamped like MJF winning over Brian Pillman Jr. I could see it happening, but I still Britt Baker's just the golden goose of the women's division. I think she'll win it. I think she'll retain. Not yet.
So you think she's gonna just keep going?
Yeah, no. Ruby Soho will get the belt eventually, but this first time, no. I gotta stick with my prediction, but I could see it happening for the reason to get them to oh shit, they changed the belt. Cody Rhodes versus Malakai Black.
I'm going with Malakai. Off the top. This guy needs it. He needs to go ahead and do his thing. I don't know what the hell this damn beeping is.
You know what? I really want to believe that Malakai is going to win again. But knowing AEW, Cody Rhodes books his own matches. Like he's his own, and he's been very good with that. Like he's not even tried to go for the world. Hell, he made it a rule that he can never go after the world title. So I'm not sure if I even like that, because even if he turned heel,
we don't want to see you go for the world title, man. I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I got tired of seeing you chase the TNT title, to be all the way real.
Yeah, I think Malakai Black might pick up another dub. Honestly, I think I think he should just kind of run through Cody Rhodes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Malakai Black is a star.
Yeah, like he's a problem on the roster.
Yeah, so Malakai, I think we can agree with that. Malakai Black and CM Punk's live interview. Damn it, my prediction is some good shit. Okay, CM Punk, he's gonna get
beat up by
he got beat up last week. He might get some retaliation this week.
Yeah, he's gonna beat up one of them, and they're gonna come out and like beat
the little small guy that looks like he's 12.
We might get a return.
Oh, there we go.
We might get a return. You never know. You never know.
You never know with AEW. You can't say hell no, they ain't gonna have a return. Real quick though, before I know this is supposed to be just basically about this show tonight. But it's trending, and we're just going to bring it up for a second. What about that plane ride from hell?
So, AEW, I will not condone.
You're not even going to get into it.
I am not going to get into it.
Can I just ask, how you feel any differently about Ric Flair?
So, AEW is one
I tried.
Wrestling shows to come out.
AEW is the reason I still watch professional wrestling. It was NXT when they were doing the takeovers, and ever since about 2014-15, I'll even give them 16. After 16, WWE got unbearable. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Blocked.
Unbearable.
Yeah, it wasn't good, man. WWE was slacking on this match.
And it seemed like it was turning a corner for me, like 2014-15 when Kevin Owens was coming up on Raw, when John Cena was doing the U.S. Open Challenge, and guys like Adrian Neville, Pac, Sami Zayn, all these guys was getting opportunities, and you would see even Cody Rhodes and Stardust, and just new shit was happening. You had the Women's Revolution, Sasha Banks, Bayley at TakeOver Brooklyn. That was still the best girls match I've ever seen in my life.
Fuck that. You don't remember Britt Baker and what's that girl?
Talking about that unsanctioned match.
Man.
That was tremendous too.
Y'all should say you gotta give them credit. Now that was the best women's match I've ever seen.
I still think it might be from, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch both of them again.
Man, Sasha Banks and them weren't going through tables and busting each other open, and they was going at it.
No, they were Britt Baker and them shook it. What was it? We need to give her credit. It was Britt Baker and
that girl with the girl with the, if Destiny was here, she could tell. Shout out to you.
Yeah, you know who we talking about.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, you hard.
If I knew how to, I'll do some research and I'll put the pic. Shout out to you. Yeah, you were it.
You was it. So yeah, night 2. We still, cause it's the whole show, and then I guess we'll wrap it up. We don't want to keep y'all too long.
Yeah, nah.
Night 2 it is, and we'll just quickly go over. We'll say the match, give a little prediction, and then go just to make this a little bit faster. But it is a podcast, so we had to waste your time a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So, CM Punk's second professional wrestling match in 7 years. Powerhouse Hobbs versus CM Punk. I think this one's about as stamped as MJF going over CM Punk.
Yeah, nah, they ain't gonna let CM Punk lose right now.
He's going through his thing. He is wrestling with the young guys, and they'll get a rub. But
he's trying to make them better.
Yeah, but we know he's gonna have a title match before too long.
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston and John Moxley versus Minoru Suzuki and Lance Archer.
Eddie Kingston and John
Absolutely.
Moxley.
This one's easier so far than night 1. Now this one is up in the air like hell. So Lucha Brothers and Santana and Ortiz teaming up versus Private Party, The Butcher, and The Blade. I think that's kind of easy too, honestly. Like,
we're going with the Lucha Brothers.
And Sin, those are two high power. Yeah, they gonna win. Anna Jay versus Penelope Ford. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
I don't know who that be.
I don't know. I'm Penelope Ford. All right. Penelope Ford.
I don't know who it is. I can't comment.
Okay, well, I don't either. But Adam Cole and the Young Bucks versus Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. I think it's going to be Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. Yeah, Adam Cole and Young Bucks is beating Christian and Jurassic Express. And finally, the Men of the Year, which is Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page versus Chris Jericho and Jake Hager. I think Men of the Year could win.
Yeah, definitely Men of the Year.
Yeah, I think they can get that done. So, at the grand conclusion, AEW is better than your favorite wrestling promotion. And wrestling right now is at the highest peak it's been since the infamous Attitude Era. So, if you're a wrestling fan, hey,
tune in.
You want to see more reviews and wrestling shit on this podcast? It's going to be about a lot of stuff. Comedy, sports, wrestling, world event, everything. We're going to talk about whatever.
One-legged strippers, all that.
Yeah, naked hippos. We're going to get to all of it.
Everything.
Yeah, so
tune in.
Like the video. Let's get at least 20 likes if you want to see us talk about wrestling some more.
Like it.
Yeah, let's get at least 20. Like, that's being modest.
Comment.
And do what else?
And subscribe.
Now does that look like a face you want to piss off? He's going to come to your house and stand at the edge of your bed and make that face in the dark if you don't subscribe. So, into the mic. Now we out of the mic because, hey, we got to watch this damn show tonight. See ya.